It's Week 11 of the National Football League. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Browns and the Saints, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Crescent City of New Orleans and the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams that love to throw the football, and you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense, we're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another, and I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other, they study each other, they work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends. But come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win, but when they put their two box scores up next to each other, there's going to be some bragging rights come this offseason.
The veteran kicker, Dustin Hopkins, out to get things started. And off we go from the Superdome. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. Leading them out, the former #1 overall pick back in the 2021 draft, it's Trevor Lawrence.
You think back just a few years ago, Mike, Trevor Lawrence coming out of Clemson, he was regarded as one of the top quarterback prospects of the last decade, and at times, he's fit the billing, but it's been the inconsistency, protect the ball, turnovers. If he can clean up a lot of those miscues, he could be one of the top quarterbacks in this league.
Second down and 8. Once again, it's Chubb. And he'll get this very close to a first down. A nice run there. Just end up a little bit short.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
An early test to start this one. 3rd and inches. They'll run. This is Hines. And he's got it. He'll move the chains. First down at the 47. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. 1st and 10. They go play action for Lawrence. Got a man downfield. It's Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
These were the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
On the handoff, this is Chubb. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll run it straight ahead with Chubb. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. 7th play of this opening drive. And here's 3rd down. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Cade York and the field goal unit coming on the field. This is going to be from 53 yards out. And that's going to run out of steam. It comes up short. No good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
And this is tough here on the opening drive because sometimes when you miss one early, We've seen head coaches change how they approach fourth down situations. Is he going to get as many chances here? We're going to find out throughout the rest of the game.
And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. First carry now for Alvin Kamara. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Olave is the motion man. Second down, Carr. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Here's Carr throwing from the pistol. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. On 1st and 10, Carr. Taken in right side by the tight end Johnson.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
They face 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Carr. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Zadarius Smith forcing his way in to bring him down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Carr working out of the gun. That's going to be caught. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good. And the Saints will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Browns offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. The offense is a little slow to start percolating. 3-0 the score as they begin this drive with a 1st and 10. That is going to be caught by the rookie wideout. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now give to Chubb running right. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. Here's a handoff to Chubb. He'll take this down to the 47. Mario Davis there on the play. 3rd and a yard. We'll try and run it here, and it's Chubb. And he didn't need much. I don't think he got there. It's going to depend on the spot. Looks like he is short on that one.
That's really well done defensively, Mike. The key to these situations is you got to engage with the blocker, bottle it up, but then you have to get off the block, find the ball, bring them down. That's exactly what they do. No gain, fourth down.
He's going to pick up the Browns' first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches. On the zone read, they hand it to Chubb. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff to Chubb, heading left. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him, take him down behind the line. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Cameron Jordan, the veteran, in there for the sack. So on 4th down, the lefty, Corey Bojorquez to punt for Cleveland. Back deep for the Saints, it's Rashid Shaheed. And we won't see a return here. This is going to be marked down inside the 15. The Saints offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this first. And that one underthrown and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10. 15 yards the pickup. Good for a 1st down. They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's 1st and goal. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Good blocking, and he's in. Trevor Lawrence. Touchdown, Cleveland. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense going to take over just before the half. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Carr. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well at the 17-yard line. Here's Carr. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Dustin Hopkins on now for the field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So we've reached halftime, and the visiting Browns are on top. As we'll send you over to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin with the black and blue matchup. Bring your lunch pail for this one. Pittsburgh playing host to Baltimore. And it's the Ravens who have the lead in that one. Lamar Jackson has a touchdown pass. From there, we head over to Detroit. Check on the Lions at home, Ford Field. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting Jaguars. Jamison Williams, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Romeo Dobbs, a touchdown catch in that first half. In the first half, we saw a strong outing from Trevor Lawrence. He was able to take it in himself for the game's only touchdown. And you wonder if this coaching staff will ask him to do a bit more the rest of the way. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a 1-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for with both these teams in it to win it.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Saints offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. Carr now to throw on first down. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now, Carr finding room at midfield. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Now Carr. Shaheed with the catch. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4. Here's Kamara. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. That was Jordan Hicks who got him down. Here's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Carr. That's complete. It is Foster Moreau. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. They'll try and run for this with Kamara. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Browns offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They'll begin with first down from their own 11. They'll start on the ground with Chubb. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down, Lawrence. He'll get that into the hands of Nick Chubb. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Lawrence now on second down. That's taken in by Chubb. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Hunting time for the Browns. They're set to kick it away. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. Now, out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So, as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. He'll take a shot, looking for Wilson. And that is hauled in on the right sideline, right inside the chalk. A heck of a catch. It's a big play when they needed it the most. It's a gain of 43 yards.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
First down throw for Carr. The ball's out. And this is taken in by the defense. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it. And that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. 2nd and 11. Here's Lawrence. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up. Lawrence now. And this ball incomplete on third down. The Browns getting their punting team out there. And this one's going to be down inside the 20-yard line. The Saints offense and Derek Carr set to take over once more. And he has had all sorts of trouble in this one. Your quarterback has to take care of the ball, and he has not. Turning it over in the air, turning it over as a fumbler. You just cannot win football games in this league when the quarterback's giving the defense the ball. And that's what he's done in this one. Back is Carr. Myles Garrett, the All-Pro, there to bring him down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Carr. Well, we try to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Ward. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's inside the 10, pushing forward for a gain of 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. A run up the middle with Chubb. And he's close to the first down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up 3rd down. On 3rd down, they go with Chubb. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So, a pressure kick here for Cade York. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The home team's offense getting set to get back to work. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Carr to the outside, complete to Johnson.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They run. This is Joshua Kelly. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll drop to throw. That's taken in by Kelly. And he is on the chalk, stepping out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. That's a loss of 3 on the play. Carr now on 2nd down. This a mess on the offensive end. He goes out of bounds. That's going to be a loss of 5 yards on that play. Throwing now on 3rd and long. Now a screen set up for Keller. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up fourth down. From the shotgun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down. On 1st and 10, it's Chubb. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Running is Chubb. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. You score every time you get the ball. They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Let's go back and scroll through some of their drives. One theme, Greg, going to keep emerging throughout. Too many turnovers.
Yeah, I think it's been a combination of just carelessness, right? Some sloppy play offensively that has caused some of them. But also, let's give some credit to the defense. I think in a lot of the cases, they're also forcing these takeaways, punching the ball out, going up for interceptions. They've been in the right place at the right time. So, combination of really good defense at times, and at times, really bad offense.
Now, a 2nd down throw from Carr. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. Now, a big 3rd down. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. Carr working out of the gun. That's taken in, and he is going to have the Saints first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. Carr now. Throw left side, that's Johnson. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down. Carr to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
This is a tough spot. 3rd down and 10. Here's Carr. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win for the visiting Cleveland Browns. Their winning ways continue. They've yet to be stopped as they remain unbeaten in the month of November. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.